So, to hit a ball that draws left-handed, what do I need? Where do I need the face to be aiming?
Left. To the left.
To the left. And where do I need the path to be going?
Further left.
Further left. So let me attempt a few of these and see how we do.
A little bit.
No.
Fade.
Fade. A little bit of a miss. Numbers come up, Coach?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The perfect shot, straight.
Path, Coach?
6 left.
Okay.
Face was 3 left.
Healer?
Yeah, must have been.
Pretty good?
Slap shot for you, right?
Pretty much. So I am a hockey player and I play left-handed.
6.8 left.
So it looks something like this. A little bit better than that.
No numbers on that one, Coach.
No numbers on that one.
Good smash factor.
But
0.65.
0.65?
Yeah.
So let's see if I can get it going the other way. Now, for me to hit a draw left-handed, I know I have to do a couple of things. Like, I know those are reasonably solid shots, and you probably think I spent a lot of time doing this. 0 to none, okay? I mean, have I hit a few hundred shots left-handed in my life? Probably. I'd maybe venture 300-400 shots over the course of, 30 some odd years in golf. There's, tack 4 more onto that. Maybe 2 or 3 more that I'm going to hit for you. But the point of me doing it left-handed is to make you guys aware that you can do this thoughtfully, and it can feel completely unnatural, because I can promise you that this feels very unnatural to me. And the point I'm trying to make is, when I'm standing in here and I've got a target line out there, and I know there's this mythical chalk line from that machine to that big great power pole back there. When I'm standing over here to try to continue the discussion from yesterday on where my weight has to be, if I sit up here with this golf ball a little right of center, and then I put my weight back here on my trailing foot, and then I try to have any kind of rightward path that's effective. Whoa.
Better smash.
So where did that one go?
Went straight.
Well, I don't know what kind of
To the
straight
right.
you're looking at.
Yeah.
That went to the right. So somehow I got the face on the outside of the ball, right? I got the face on the outside of the ball, hit a shot well to the right. And this is commonly when people say to me, Martin, I hit these shots, and for right-handed golfer, that's to whom I'm speaking today, but we get these shots that go over there, and basically what I just showed you from the left-handed version, if I'm back here, I can get to the ball. I can somehow hang back and hit the outside half of the golf ball. There's a pretty decent one. But are these solid shots? No. I can't really get myself to strike a golf ball with any sort of leftward path. Now I'm on my right foot, I can assure you I can get a ton of leftward path now. Right? We get a number, Coach?
Yeah, 21 degrees.
21 degrees of
Leftward path.
leftward path. We know that's how we can get some friction on a ball, right? To spin it the other way. So your goal, Dory, was, how do I shape shots? That's a pretty high level goal right now for you, being candid. As a coach, I'm like, okay, that's all awesome. I want you purely to understand that, because once you have that level of understanding, you're way, way better than most folks. But we still have to, like Ernie Els or any high level player, they spend an awful lot of time making sure that they can set into a shot and know where they're aiming themselves. Because we can think we're aiming straight, and we can be aiming all over the yard, right? You see most, and Mark sells the Golfer's Toolbox, it's his family business, and you've probably seen it at Revolution Golf. It's a good little system for dropping sticks in the ground and having a variety of little tools at your disposal. We just let you guys use aim sticks and suggest you use aim sticks when you're out here, hitting balls. But sort of the point of this curving demo is when I'm in here and I've got my weight forward as a lefty golfer trying to put myself in a bit of an awkward position. I can assure you I'm not standing here trying to rotate my hands, flip my hands, roll my hands, do any of that stuff, because impact is treated as instantaneous. Okay, it's 1/2000th of a second. When the golf ball touches the face, it's something we can't even correlate. Okay, the message is there. Where was the face aiming? Where was the club head traveling? We can, any kind of stuff that we feel we're doing to a golf ball doesn't really even affect a golf ball. Now, I'll tell you, if you've been doing some sort of, wide open laying of the face, super open, you better feel like you got to do some sort of recovery to get back. So a lot of people will feel like, okay, they made some crazy compensation on the way back, therefore they have to undo that compensation on the way down. Okay, I'll give you that. But basically the math that creates shots that either draw or fade is pretty simple math when you think about it. Where is the face starting the golf ball? Where is the path going? So as a golfer, I know if my weight's forward and I'm not doing something to create the opposite of what I desire. In other words, if I'm hitting a draw based on this setup, and I'll use Mike I'll ask Mike these questions. Mike, this motion right here, is that a draw bias or is that a fade bias right here?
Fade.
Yeah, because it's rightward. That's something going to the right. If we're hitting draws, we want stuff going to the left.
For a lefty.
That makes sense? What's that?
For a lefty.
For a lefty. Okay. How about for some guys, you're a bit of an early extender like I am, okay? How about this motion? Is that a leftward motion or a rightward motion?
That's a rightward motion, yeah.
Okay, well, that's my hands going up to the left, isn't it?
Right.
Okay, so this would be something that if I'm trying to slice it all day yet I'm extending, I'm kind of negating what I'm trying to do here to hit fades by extending myself. And I don't mean to confuse you. You want me to spin around so I'm talking in my other language? I'm happy to do so. But the reason I did this left-handed, okay, is to show you that I don't expect you to get this. I don't expect you to hit them as well as I hit them. But what I do expect you to understand is that the impact that strikes a golf ball is an instantaneous event. The elements that can destroy this are, trying to manipulate the face to hit a draw. Or, because let's face it, most of you want to hit a draw. The elements that are going to hurt you to hit a draw hanging back here because we can't even get a draw-based path without running into the ground. Okay, now let me have a right-handed golf club. Let me have my hands. Okay. So this machine really doesn't care. It doesn't know that I just changed, hand. So the opposite on this, and you see me hit a draw here. There's my target out there. Pretty straight, isn't it? Straight. Got to warm up right-handed. My weight's forward because that takes my hula hoop forward enough. Pretty straight hitting today. See if I can get some more curve on these. Any numbers on there, Coach?
Not really.
Okay. Here's a good little baby draw.
Draw.
There's some.
So path was what, 5 or 6?
2.3.
What was the face?
2.9.
Okay, so a little toey. So I need a bit more curve. How am I going to have more extreme curve?
Get more to the, We're right. Oh, that one definitely.
Didn't pick it up?
Mm-mm.
Divots confuse the machine a little bit. But can you see the, what's the commonality here in these draws? Where is my weight?
Right.
Sure it is. Okay, but I can promise you, most of y'all play golf 50-50, trying to stay 50-50. or moving back over here to some degree, and then never ever having the timing to ever get back really lefty enough. Because the golf swing's what, 1.2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds long? You know, and it's really tough to do, you know, that kind of motion and find a home again to where you can take the hula hoop and create the right impact condition down here. If there's my little channel that I'm aiming at, and I've got my golf ball in that channel, and I've got a pretty good swing direction, my low point's ahead of the ball, ball first. Right now I've got enough rightward club path here to create what? A little bit of a draw. Now I'm not going to ever tell you to swing out to right field. You know, a lot of people say, well, don't you, swing inside out, try to swing out to right field. Why would I want to disconnect my arms from my body? I know you've all heard that. You've got to swing inside out at it. Okay, inside out's built into every golf swing you have. The reason is because we have, where it's a side-on game, where this club swings from where? Inside out. And if this pivot point is forward, when it gets to impact, guess where it's going?
Right.
Inside out. Now, if you're hanging back here to a degree, you better figure out some way to offset the bad geometry with something that sort of helps. But does that help clarify some things? Okay? So hitting these draws and hitting fades isn't about standing here and try to flip, rotate, manipulate. It's really about understanding if this face is aiming one particular place and our path is going somewhere else, we're producing some friction. That friction is going to cause the ball to turn a little bit. Now, the definition of a great draw is a ball that starts to the right of a target line and comes back to the target line. So the face is aiming to the right a little bit. The path is a little bit more to the right. The definition of a great fade is a ball that starts to the left of a target line. That face is aiming a little to the left of a target line. If this path goes a little bit more to the left, the ball is going to fall to the right. Okay? Now I know I don't want to oversimplify this because obviously there's a motor skill that's required to make that happen. But if you can get your head around the fact that there isn't some kind of funny manipulation happening, no magic sauce at impact, where's the face starting the ball? Where's the path going? Right? And this is how you're going to define when you go sideways and you miss hit shots. Well, where'd the face start? Because if you call me, let's say Billy calls me up in 2 months and says, hey, Martin, God, I played really good and I'm in this skid, and I'm going to say, well, where's the ball starting? I don't know. No, it's starting here and then it's doing that. Because now as a coach I can go, okay, now I know what the face is doing, what the path is doing. I can be a more effective coach talking to you guys. So, Coach Olson there, anything to add? No?
You're getting good.
Okay.
That's very
Thank you, a little bit of practice.
Yeah.
So, notice how I didn't hit a bunch of massive full 7-irons. I hit a, 3/4 half shots. They weren't big ones, were they? Now I want you guys, and I know we've given you some stuff yesterday, some primary fixed stuff, and and Dory where her arms go. I want you, obviously that's going to be foundation thought for you, right? But as we develop this golf school and inspire you to think about more things, because we're going to dump a ton of stuff on you, as you know. As we inspire you to think of more things, I want you to think, okay, foundation thoughts. For Bill it would be, that wide right arm. Mike's working on not, early extending and some other pieces. Keep those thoughts there, but, let's think about where the ball starts and how the path influences the curve. Any questions before we go into our stations? No? Let's get to work.